Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Daniel may be seeking help from Tessa, but it's Young and Restless itself that needs an intervention. I say this with immense love for the soap and a belief that it can be brought back to its full potential. It's not an exaggeration to say that the entire soap has come to revolve around mental health stories and threatened corporate takeovers/job swaps. Even involving companies that don't yet exist, it's gone beyond repetitious and exhausting. Of course, we get the odd psycho popping in to liven things up. But even then, the payoffs are never what they should be. The type of drama we'd like to see is inexplicably dodged, even when it's right there for the taking. We finally got a glimmer of something juicy this week with Mariah's transgression. And wouldn't you know it, it took place off-screen. Meanwhile, on screen, we continued to be force-fed low-chemistry pairings and tedious conversations about an endless array of trivialities we couldn't care less about. I love this show, and always try to look for the positives. But there's no escaping the fact that we've reached a point where it appears the writing team has lost touch with its audience, and perhaps, what makes a soap, a soap. Mariah coming back with a terrible secret definitely qualifies as juicy. But why on earth did the writers have her breakdown happen completely off-screen? I can't fathom it. We've seen every Abbott known to man in Paris, so why not dump Mariah in a hotel bar? It's safe to assume she cheated on Tessa. Because what else could it be? Of course, secrets don't stay hidden on soaps, so Tessa will find out. And it seems pretty clear this is the setup for the next scandal, which would be Tessa and Daniel hooking up. Phyllis has been barreling toward a nervous breakdown for weeks, but it looks like she'll do some damage en route to her inevitable moment of reckoning. The preview left me wondering what she'll do to try and kneecap Billy after he fired her and hired Sally. Perhaps she'll find a way to undermine him with Dumas. Give Adam some inside information. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Claire and Kyle are determined to rock Victor's boat by moving in together, and it's a retread of every time he did the same thing to Victoria. Additionally, the mishandling of the writing for Claire has made me feel ambivalent about what happens to her or her relationship. The only thing keeping me interested was the prospect of Claire doing battle with her cousin. But that possibility has vanished along with Summer. Victor going after Jack/Kyle/Jabot for the 9 millionth time isn't resonating either. Maybe the mustache will be forced to soften his stance if Claire loses her father Cole to that nasty cough. Chelsea and Sally gave up their own careers and positions this week to work under their boyfriends, answering to them. The optics on this are terrible, and I couldn't loathe it more. Sally, who has spent her entire life trying to find a way to run her own fashion company, would never, ever have turned down the opportunity Summer offered her. I don't care how they spin it. She deserved this, and I hoped until the last minute that she would turn Billy down. Alas, here we are. Is anyone fired up about the idea of these exes being in competition with each other? The opinions expressed are my own. Please feel free to share your thoughts on this week's Young and Restless in the comments after taking a peek at our May Sweeps previews and predictions in the photo gallery below. In the world of Genoa City, love is never simple, secrets never stay buried, and trust is the most fragile currency of all. Fans of the Young and the Restless have long rooted for Mariah Copeland and Tessa Porter, a couple whose journey through self-discovery, betrayal, music, motherhood, and reconciliation has made them one of the show's most beloved modern pairings. But a storm is brewing, and it has viewers asking, did Mariah cheat on Tessa? Let's unpack the drama, dive into the clues, and separate fact from fiction, or perhaps fantasy from betrayal. A late-night phone call, a text message that Mariah quickly deleted, an unfamiliar name, in her call log, and that look in her eyes, a flicker of guilt or just exhaustion. Viewers began to speculate when Tessa, fresh off her tour and back in Genoa City, seemed to sense something was off. Their reunion hug was warm, but Maria's smile didn't quite reach her eyes. And when Tessa reached for her hand, Mariah hesitated for half a second too long. To understand why this theory has gained traction, we have to look at Mariah's history. Mariah Copeland is, by nature, emotionally complex. The daughter of the infamous Sharon Newman and the late cult leader Ian Ward, Mariah was practically born into emotional chaos. Trust doesn't come easy to her, and self-sabotage has been a recurring theme in her character arc. She's cheated before, emotionally, if not physically, back when she harbored unresolved feelings for her ex, Devin, while beginning her relationship with Tessa. And let's not forget the controversial beginning of Taria, When Tessa was still in a relationship with Mariah's brother, Noah, it wouldn't be completely out of character for Maria to fall into a moment of weakness. Tessa's long absences due to her music career, coupled with the stress of parenting baby area and navigating their evolving roles as mothers, could have created the perfect storm. Mariah might have felt neglected, emotionally isolated, or even insecure. Prime ingredients for a regrettable mistake. And who exactly is on? A new co-worker at Chancellor Winters, a friend from the support group she joined for new parents, someone from her past. One scene shows Mariah at society, nervously glancing over her shoulder as she receives a message from a cryptic one-word text. Tonight? If that wasn't a red flag, what is? But let's not throw the first stone just yet. There's another side to this story, one that reminds us why fans have fallen in love with Mariah and Tessa's journey in the first place. Mariah has grown. Since becoming a mother to Aria, she's shown levels of maturity and emotional intelligence that weren't always present in her early days. She fought tooth and nail for custody, stood by Tessa during her vocal cord injury, and even postponed her own professional ambitions to support their family. Maybe Autumn isn't a secret lover. Maybe she's a therapist or a fellow adoptive parent. Mariah met at a seminar. Maybe those late-night meetings are support sessions, and that deleted message? Just an overly personal thought Mariah felt embarrassed for even considering sharing. And that tonight? Text? What if it wasn't an invitation to cheat, but a question about a surprise party for Tessa's birthday? Or perhaps a rendezvous to discuss a surprise adoption-related development? One of the most poignant elements of the storyline has been Tessa's intuition. She knows Mariah better than anyone. Her music is shaped by their love. Raw, lyrical, painful, and redemptive. She's been through enough betrayals to sense when something is amiss. Maybe she's afraid of the answer. Or maybe, just maybe, she knows the truth already and is waiting for Mariah to come clean. Silence can be louder than a scream, and Tessa's quiet glances across the dinner table have spoken volumes in recent episodes. If Mariah has cheated, the reveal won't come in an explosive confrontation. It will arrive in a whisper, much like the affair itself, and the fallout could be devastating. Mariah represents a landmark for the young and the restless. As the show's first major LGBTQ+ couple, their relationship is both a fan favorite and a cultural milestone. Viewers have followed their ups and downs with devotion, and many feel a deep emotional connection to their love story. A cheating storyline, if confirmed, would send shockwaves through the fandom. Some would feel betrayed, while others might appreciate the realism. Relationships, even the strongest ones, aren't immune to temptation. If Mariah did cheat, the show's writers would need to handle it delicately. Would Tessa forgive her? Could they rebuild trust? Or would this be the storyline that pushes them apart, possibly leading to a dramatic custody battle over Aria? At this point, the evidence is circumstantial at best. But that's exactly how Geno City operates. A city of secrets, half-truths, and painful revelations. Is it because we, as viewers, are conditioned to expect the worst? Or is it because we know the characters so well, we sense the fault lines before they rupture? Either way, the tension is palpable. And the truth, whatever it is bound to come out soon. Until then, we'll keep watching, speculating and hoping that love, real, messy, complicated love, finds a way to survive.